Hello and greetings, my name is Michael Smith. I'm a co-founder of New Reality Network, and today I'm going to show you how to pair your Ricoh Theta S camera with your smartphone. In this case we're going to be using an iPhone, but the principle is the same for Android devices as well. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is turn on your Ricoh Theta's power button, which is located on the right hand side of the device. And underneath that you're also going to want to switch on the Wi-Fi button. It's distinguishable by the Wi-Fi logo that's there, and it's just on the right hand side of the device. So once you press that, the device will start blinking with a Wi-Fi signal on blue as it searches for your device. So to set up your device, you're going to simply connect to the Ricoh Theta using Wi-Fi. So as you can see, we've got it there on the network. It's connected already. It will pick up other Wi-Fi networks, but we've already connected this. So as you can see there, it's the Theta X S001636. If you're setting up your Theta for the first time, your password will be the same as the device itself, which in this case is 163664. But obviously each Theta camera has a different one, and once you've set up the password you can change it as well. So we're going to go ahead, once we've connected that up via Wi-Fi, we're now going to go ahead and fire up the Theta mobile app, Theta S, which is downloadable from iOS and also from the Android store as well. So when you load up the app, the first thing it will do is usually go straight into shooting mode. So as you can see here, the camera's set up. We can scroll around and we can see everything. And as you can see, here's me recording this video. And there's our website in the background. You can change to video mode. It will offer you between 1080 and 720. Now bearing in mind this is the Ricoh Theta S, there will be a 4K version coming later this year. It gives us a rough idea of how much the recording time is, what the battery life's like, and so on. So we're going to head back into the camera because this is where we get to do some really cool stuff when it comes to the Theta. So we've got the settings in the top right hand corner here where we can change between panorama, full screen, shooting methods, etc, etc. And again we can sort of see how many photos we can take, we can set it up for time-lapse and more. And then on this drop down, or pop-up menu I should say, we've got various different options that you can mess around with in the same way that you would do with any camera. So we've set it to auto, okay, but there are shutter priority settings, ISO priority settings, manual settings, and so on. So we're going to stick with auto for now, but I do suggest that if you do pick up a Ricoh Theta that you have a play around with the settings and find what works for you. We've been using this for video and pictures, and to be honest, some of the video quality is not great because it's 1080p, and really what you need if you're filming a 360 is 4K minimum in terms of resolution to get the best kind of quality. But in terms of picture quality, this is probably one of the best cameras we've come across in terms of producing nice photos. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a picture, and we simply press the Ricoh Theta logo button in the middle of the screen. So we've done that now, and it's now synthesizing an image. And it takes about 10 to 15 seconds, which is pretty quick. And there you go. So we've taken the picture. And so now what we can do is we can have a look at what images and videos and so on are still stored on the camera, and we can actually transfer those across to our smartphone. So we're going to transfer that image we've just taken now. And as you can see, here is our image. Pretty good, no? And we can also view this if we're using a Google Cardboard or a VR device that you can plug your smartphone into. We can also view that there as well. There's also an option for sharing that to your social media profiles as well. So that gives you a brief look at the Theta 360 app for mobile devices, and as you can see we've got gallery here where you can upload directly to Theta's website, obviously set up all your social media things, sleep, etc. So one of the cool things I want to show you that Ricoh's done really well with, just as a point of consideration, is once you have taken your 360 degree photo, you can download another app, which again is available for both Android and iOS, which is Data Plus. And this allows you to conform all your images into a time-lapse video that you've taken, or you can just simply go in and edit the image. Thetas app does contain a tutorial about how things work with different settings, image corrections, little planet videos, you may have seen them, and so on. But we're just going to walk you through the basics here. So we're going to take the image that we did, and so far at the moment it's on mirror ball. So we're going to include little planet. This is what it looks like if we want to do it in a little planet, and we can obviously spin that around if we want to, and we can turn it inside and outside of itself. Quite frightening, huh? And we've also got the option to turn it into an if I can say it properly, equirectangular image, which is, if you're editing on things like Photoshop, is usually what you'll end up working with in terms of graphics, etc. We can also just turn it into a straight image. So in this case, we're going to just turn it into a straight image. And we've got a range of filters here as well. So once we've done that, we can put some nice kind of things on. So we're going to go with Orion just to make it look a bit perkier, and we can also do image correction as well. And there's a whole range of settings there, but we won't mess about with them. We encourage you to kind of do that yourself. Okay. So there were some other things that we could do here as well. So I see. So this is just a straight image tool, and this is where I get confused myself sometimes. So actually, if we turn it into a mirror ball, we can do some really cool stuff editing on mobile. So we're going to turn this into a mirror ball, and again we've got the same settings, but you might notice in the bottom right hand corner there's a new option there, which is text and stamps. So we can put some stickers in there. So we're going to change this back to what we had it on before, make it look a bit sharper. And we're going to put some stickers in. So I'm going to first of all start with some text. So we're just going to say hello NRN, which is our abbreviation. Now the text tool isn't particularly great because it only allows about 8 or 9 characters per sentence, but it's enough to do what we want to do. So we're going to increase the size of this. I'm just going to paste that up there. We're going to change the font, and we're going to change the colour. So it's a very simple interface, but it kind of works nicely. Let's make it yellow to stand out. Okay, so we've done that, and we can literally just click on the screen now. So we're finished with our text, and as you can see, it's now in our photo. So we can also put some stickers in that Theta have kindly provided as part of the app. And we're going to drag and just drop those on. You can put some funky stars in the background there. As you can see, I've got a star over my face, but that's okay. And so we're just going to finish this up. So we've got options now where we can see the 360 degree image, and we can save it as that, or we can crop the image if we like. But for this, we're going to save it as a 360 degree image. So we're going to go to the camera roll, and we're going to save it to our phone. And so now it's going to write the picture itself in the app. So it's quite good like that, in the sense that the mobile editing side of things is really kind of easy to use and pretty straightforward, as you've seen through its guide. So it's nearly done, not a big image, and there we have it. So it's now finished saving the image, so now we can finish that. And if you now go into your camera roll on your phone, if I can find it on mine, we've got the image there. And so when we upload this to platforms like Facebook, etc., it will just displays a 360-degree image. So let's see if we can actually do that now. So we're going to quickly upload the photo. We're not going to say anything about it. We'll make this private for the sake of the video. And so now you'll see we have a 360-degree image on Facebook, and it will work with your gyroscope on your phone. You can turn it landscape, and you can use the touchscreen, and it's there. And that's simply how you use the Theta apps. There is the video element as well, but we wouldn't recommend using the Theta video. And that's how you use the Ricoh Theta. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye on our social media, on Twitter at New Reality Net, and on Facebook and Instagram at New Reality Network. I've been Michael Smith, and keep checking back for more updates, tutorials, and much more to come in coming months. Thanks for watching.